8051 is a 8-bit microcontroller originally developed by Intel in mid-80s. A typical 8051 microcontroller, also known as Intel MCS 51, and here are the configuration of that particular microcontroller. RAM 128 byte, ROM 4 kilobyte, two 16-bit timers, one serial port, 4 input-output port, 8-bit data width, and 16-bit address width. Since 8051 is a 8-bit microcontroller, it can read, write, and process 8-bit of data. There are a bunch of manufacturers like Atmel, NXP, Texas Instrument who manufacture their own versions of 8051 microcontroller. Irrespective of manufacturers, internal hardware design, that is, internal architecture of 8051 microcontroller remains more or less same. Here diagram shows inner architecture of 8051 in block diagram style. CPU, Central Processing Unit. It's the heart of microcontroller, mainly contains ALU and CU. ALU stands for Arithmetic Logical Unit. As name suggests, it used to perform arithmetic and logical operations. CU, nothing but a control unit responsible for all the timing of communication process between CPU and other peripherals. Program memory, also known as code memory, is a read-only memory used to store the CPU instructions. Program written into this memory will retain even if the power is down or the system is reset. Data memory, also known as random access memory or RAM, is responsible for storing the value of variables, temporary data, immediate result for the proper operation of microcontroller. RAM is a volatile memory and generally organized as a register and user accessible memory locations. IO port, that is input output port. IO ports provide microcontroller a physical connection with outside world. This port can be configured as a input port or output port. Input port provides a gateway for passing data from outside world to the microcontroller with the help of sensors, and output port allows microcontroller to control external devices like motor, LED, etc. Oscillators. Oscillator is used to generate a clock signal. Clock signal allows the operation inside the microcontroller and other part to be synchronous. Clock generator is the integral part of microcontroller architecture, and the user has to provide additional timing circuitry in the form of crystal. Timer hardware is used to generate a delay, and the same hardware can be used to count external event on T0 and T1 pin of microcontroller. Serial port. Serial port used for serial communication between microcontroller and other serial device. Interrupt control block. This block is used to control external and internal interrupt in 8051 microcontroller. Program memory, code memory, timer, serial port, input output port, interrupt control block, and CPU all are interfaced together through system bus. New generation microcontroller like P89V51RD2 microcontroller from manufacturer NXP, formerly known as Philips, contain more advanced features like 1 KB of data RAM, 64 KB of code memory, more number of timer, SPI, and watchdog timer-like features. Even more advanced 8051 microcontroller like CC2541 microcontroller from Texas Instrument contains advanced features like analog comparator, op-amp, ADC, USB-like facilities, even more advanced features like analog AES and DS encryption system and RF modules.